All right. Last we left off, you guys were back in Westwood. You had just discovered the source of the rocks. Magnus, a person from Kreth's past and a fellow member of the no longer existing ranger team, the Rangers, turned out to be the one that had brought the dayshine berries to the city, the town, and had dumped most of the juice, dumped a little bit of the juice to attack some rocks, and then was in the process of dumping a whole lot more into the water supply before you restrained him and found the spot where he had been keeping all of it. It's in a pool. In a side pool that is currently blocked off from the main cistern. But right now, only a bit of dirt and a wooden slab a little wooden door is the only thing blocking it from sweeping into the main water system. And after that, the rest of the city.
Yeah.
So that is where we left off with you guys down in the cistern below the very center of this town.
I think when we left off, we were arguing over whether or not we leave a guard behind at the cistern while we send someone back to the temple to get help.
All right, if you would like to... Who's doing what? Who's going back? Who's staying here?
Kazi can stay here.
Okay. Kazi, you stay behind as the rest... You guys make your way up to the temple? The church?
Does
Yeah.
also stay behind. Adrien does also stay behind.
Okay.
Because he was the one advocating for the fact that we need the guard.
So, just Kreth, Ruben, and Celsi make their way up. It doesn't take long to convince some of the priests to make their way down, including the will speaker. And you guys lead the will speaker back to this pool. Some of them plug their noses as they enter the cistern room. Some of them just squinch their face in like irritation as the very dense smell hits their noses.
Yeah. Wonderful smell, Kazi says, wandering over to them.
It's this man who is responsible for this. This is the will speaker.
One of them. We're not sure if he has accomplices. Kazi said with a shrug.
I thought Kazi stayed behind.
He turns
No,
to...
Andrew said the same with you.
You come back with a number of the priests, because that's what you said you were going to do. The will speaker is going to say, all right, you two, take this one back in for questioning. The town authorities will want to speak to him. You don't mind, do you? He asks you, Kazi.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the two priests take him. It's a priest in what is clearly an armored paladin of some kind. He turns to the pool. This is certainly a danger. I don't know much about dayshine berries, but what did you say they did again, Kreth?
They attract rocks.
More specifically, they attract unicorns, which the rock...
Oh, right. I knew that in-game. Kreth definitely knew that. I just forgot.
Yeah.
There aren't many unicorns here in the Goldmark region, but I doubt the rocks know that. This pool needs to be... We need to get rid of this. Luckily, I believe we have something that can fix this. If you will all stand back. The priests are going to cast, over the course of a number of minutes, they use a number of spells, create and destroy water. They are destroying this water, including the dayshine berry juice, with each spell. It takes a bit, but finally, the last of the liquid is just removed, vanished from existence.
Nice.
Do you know of any more?
This is all we confirmed. Kazi says.
All right, I will let the town guard know, and as well as my own priesthood. We're going to search these tunnels up and down. Perhaps some people with good noses might be useful here. So, will this deal with the rocks, or are they going to stay here? That is the question, then.
The hope is they will deal with the rocks, eventually, but we still have to kill the ones that are here.
I did not want to say this up on the surface, but I wish you all luck, because I'm not sure how much longer we can feed the entire town. being crammed inside of our church. We have stores, but not much more than last for a couple of days, and after that, people might have to start leaving the safety of our god in order to collect food and scavenge. We have a limited time. But seeing as how quickly you took care of the first rock, I don't think that will be an issue. Correct?
Unlikely.
Excellent.
The scarred one could be a problem,
Okay.
but we should be able to do it in a few days, if not tomorrow.
It seems I was correct to trust you a number of weeks ago. You know the reason.
He's talking about when we told him about the marks.
Yes.
Yep.
I assume.
I acquired proof at the beginning, but as time goes on, you all are certainly proving your own character. You have my thanks, and the thanks of our entire town, though the mayor can speak for the rest. But I don't think I'm speaking out of line when I say that. Do you
Very
have a
well.
plan to deal with the guild?
First, I want to ask nicely. Fozzie says, and if that doesn't work, how much I can do.
I already
I
tried
can
that, but perhaps you'll have better luck. They'll attack anybody who comes near.
The guild will?
Both sides of the guild. They seem to be wary of... The guild has a number of tricks up their sleeve, and they're both wary of people in disguise, as well as illusionists and that sort of thing. When a group like the guild fights itself, it gets very ugly.
I can't say I'm surprised. As I says with a sigh. I really can't.
I tried going myself to meet with the guild leader. I am acquainted with him in this town. They didn't let me in even to talk with him. On the other hand, I was able to talk with a swordsman. Apparently, at least this man being on the other side, an external branch of the guild, I believe one from a larger city, has been sent to this town in order to root out some troublemakers. The current leaders, the Grand Masters of our own guild here in Westwood.
Yes, we have spoken to one of them, and he is the person we need to speak to. However, if he is not amenable to conversation, there is little I feel we can do.
Given what we've seen of him, I doubt he'll be very amenable to conversation.
The guild master of Westwood, or this external member, Gerald Oaktall?
Oh, Geralt
The
is
external member-
perfectly reasonable.
I believe we have
But
the
our
best
experience with Westwood's guildmaster while we were in town was not exactly what you might call the most cordial of interactions.
Ah. I've been aware of a number of times of the guild causing trouble, including the elimination of some people they would consider competition. The problem, if I might speak freely down here, is they wield too much power. They hold a monopoly on the most powerful warriors in the realm, at least in the Goldmark region. I don't know about other places. They charge vastly for their services, and in any artifacts they also keep. They have a stockpile of gold, of manpower, and artifacts, all of which make a powerful faction.
Would we know about if the Adventurers Guild holds similar dominance in the Clear Lake, was it Crescent Lake region?
The Crescent Lake region, Kazi, you would know that there is a very large guild presence there, though your father, as the current patriarch of your family, is well acquainted with and actually friends with the guild leader there. But he politically has to be.
Yeah.
At least Yeah, you're not sure of their personal relationship, but you do know that they are publicly aligned. This mostly has to do with some people like to joke that there are effectively 4 powerful forces in the city, in Whitewall. That would be the 3 families and the guild. Many of the scions of a number of powerful families also have they have membership in the guild and often work for them for a number of years. It is known as a very useful way to train people in any kind of monster hunting and fighting. But in the Clear Lake region, they have very little presence, actually. Adrien, you didn't know much of the guild growing up, and that's because the Clear Lake region, it is a little difficult to fight. And so that makes it so because of that, the region is actually very low on dangerous monsters or animals or even warriors of any kind. In the Clear Lake region, you have to actively suppress a mental effect in order to commit any kind of violence.
Does that even apply to Adrien anymore, or do we don't know that?
That might. I would say. Actually, I'm not sure. You would have to try and find out, and see if you You would have to try it in the Clear Lake region to see if it's still that mental effect still affected you.
We don't have to find that out, but if I ever go back there, it is. Unfortunately,
I am sure we will find that one out.
Eventually, I'm sure.
We're going to be searching the tunnels for a bit. Is there anything else you need from me?
Not as of yet.
Any help fighting the rocs would be appreciated, but given the fact that the Adventurers Guild is a lot likely to help, I'm not sure how much help we would get.
Well, I don't have many warriors. However, we do have a stockpile of other supplies.
Oh?
No doubt some of you look... Actually, how wounded are you all looking? I believe you guys are healed up all the way.
Yeah, we would have healed each other.
I have a number of greater healing potions in times of great need, and I believe this would count.
What do greater healing potions do?
They are back up in the church, but we can grab them. Greater healing potions. Let me pull this up real quick. They don't show up in equipment in the player's manual. Greater healing potion. Greater healing potions do 44 plus 4 hit points when you drink them.
And that's a bonus action?
Yes. I can have I can have one of my priests stock you up with some before you go out. Are you going to need to rest first?
First, we need to wait for the rock to get within range. But yes. I believe we are more in the habit of hunting rather than waiting at this point.
He nods, and you guys are left to your own devices. With the dayshine berries now gone, at least that threat, there's no huge threat of dozens of rocs flooding the town. You still are aware of the other current plagues of the town, including the rocs. So what are you taking a short rest, a long rest? What are you doing?
I think we've already taken a short rest.
We've taken a short rest, we're just waiting for the rock to get within range still.
Okay.
Do we want to take a long rest?
I think if we end up taking a long rest while waiting for a rock to get in range, we do. However, I wouldn't say we're resting just for a long rest, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yes, we take a long rest, however, if we see a rock within range, we attack immediately and stop resting. Would we be able to do that, Andrew?
Possibly. You do note that the light streaming down into the cistern here is getting fainter and fainter. The sun is setting. It's been, you've been in Westwood for a good 8 hours since teleporting in the morning. Maybe longer than that.
Okay.
Well, around 10 to 12 hours you've been here, wandering around the town and taking a short rest. So it is getting to nightfall, which will make it very difficult to see the rocs.
Can we try to attract the rock one last time before it gets dark?
Yeah, you could try.
We are going to need
Would
to
we roll
recharge
for
the horn at some point, actually.
Yeah, If we don't catch them before the long rest, we'll rest. But I think we have to try to take one out.
All right. Whoever is keeping a watch, just make a perception check.
Kreth can do that.
While you guys are watching, one of the priests of the
16.
Golden Will is going to arrive with 5 greater healing potions.
Does anyone else want them? Kazi says, or do you want me to keep track of them?
Kreth volunteers to hold on to one.
Give at least one to Ruben, because he's probably going to be up close and personal with things. Probably more than one to
Kazi's
Ruben.
going to give one to Herbert.
All right, who's getting what?
Herbert.
Oh, Herbert's
Who's
getting
going
one.
to Herbert?
All right.
I think they said that Ruben was getting one.
Herbert's going to take 2.
Herbert gets 2. Ruben, you're getting one.
Yeah.
And then Kazi, you will have 2 left over.
Okay,
Kreth can
Kazi will
take one.
just take them. Oh, Kreth can take one and Kazi will take one. Because Kazi already has some.
All right, that's added to Ruben. 1 added to Kazi.
Okay.
Do you get it? Yeah, there we go.
Did you put it in or do you want me to?
1 added to Kreth. Done. Kreth. While you were watching for a moment where the rock is passing over the second younger rock is swooping across the city, waiting for a moment where it gets close enough, your eyes go to the older one still perched on the bell tower across the town. The longer you watch, the more your hewn hunter skills pick up on what is going on. Unlike before, where the older one seemed to be ignoring its 2 children, now it is keeping an eye on the younger one. Even across town, you can see its massive, basketball-sized eyes are watching the younger one, and it seems to be lying in wait for something.
Oh, I see. I guess I'll mention it to the others. I'll be like, I think it's waiting for us.
We probably have to take that one out first, then, unfortunately.
Yeah.
However, if we take out will we be able to kill the other one before it gets there to help?
The little one might not help the older one, but the older one will help the little one.
Very true.
So, what are you doing?
Maybe it would be a good idea to attract the bigger one.
I still want to try and take out
first.
Take out the big one first. You want to do that tomorrow then?
Yes.
Let's do the big one tomorrow then. Works for me.
All right, where are you guys taking this long rest?
Probably in the sewers or just some random house that then seems to be empty.
Okay, yeah,
Up
that'll
in the
work.
sewers?
Yeah, you just break into a random house. In this case, the door was left ajar, probably because when people were fleeing the area, and you find what appears to be like a half-cooked meal that has definitely gone bad by now, and a pot that has been placed over top of a long since burned out fireplace. Are you guys taking a long rest?
Yes.
Okay, you can take a long rest. If you wish, you can have somebody keep watch. So whoever is keeping watch can make a perception check.
You got that, Kreth, or you want us to get it?
Kreth can take it.
Oh, I get to roll on Parent Killer again. Wait, Parent Killer says it has charges. Magical item.
I believe you recharged them all a session or 2 ago. Didn't you?
Yeah, I think you did.
Wait.
Because I thought I rolled for it.
I thought you rolled. You rolled like a 4, and then you got it back.
I rolled like a 2.
I think I remember it. Does anybody else remember Adrien rolling good for regaining his the charge?
Yes. I thought we decided that a few days ago. While we were waiting at Emberfell, he did.
But then we used it to take down the Revenant.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, wait, we didn't.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, it might not be back up then.
I guess roll for recharging it then.
Alright. The question was, I didn't know if I'd... So 1. I don't know if I've rolled it the appropriate amount of times yet, but So I'm trying to figure out.
Where do I set the charges here? There we go.
No, just roll long rest and it will cover it for you.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
It might not for this item. It might not have that automation.
Either way, I rolled a 1d4.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't get it. You don't get the charge back.
Yeah, on that one for cube of force uses. So we only got one back.
Youch. Most of you have a pretty restful night. You switch up keeping watch over the course of the night until the sun finally rises. Adrien, however, your sleep is interrupted. Adrien, you find yourself almost as soon as you close your eyes, you feel yourself drifting off. You are interrupted. Let me see if there's any descriptions on how this works, because I don't believe it provides anything specific. No, I didn't think so. All right. Before you is suddenly a man that you have seen once before. This is the corrupted marked named Eldred the Mad, who has given you apparently given you directions to find the Divine Forge. And he has appeared. He has his arms crossed. He is looking mostly just irritated for some reason. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent. All right. It's been a while since I've used this. I have some bad news and some good news. Which would you like to hear first?
The bad news.
Oh, unfortunate. He gives you a long look for a moment. Almost like he's deciding something. I'm afraid your uncle, was it? Professor Maxwell?
Yes. Why?
I'm afraid your uncle is dead.
Wait, what?
What?
R.I.P.
That is not good.
No.
How did he die?
I'm afraid while backing up, researching an inquiry that you had made a number of days ago, he stumbled upon something that he should not have, and thus he was removed by the Alliance. Well, that's not what they call themselves, but it's as infuriating as being called an Alliance. That's for certain. So, your uncle, I'm afraid, was interrogated, information extracted, and removed from being a problem on the Alliance's list.
So what did he tell them?
He told us what he found. In that case, it would be a book. I don't believe I am able to supply it, though I'm assuming. He did tell me that you would certainly want it. Of course, I'm not here physically, I'm here in a dream. So, there's nothing I can deliver at the moment. And I'm not sure if giving you something will count as aiding the enemy. It's all complicated. Hundreds upon hundreds of years of treaties and agreements between different groups. The marked and the... It seems that this book, by an elf that I had known once long ago, it counts as forbidden knowledge, and so that's essentially why your uncle was killed.
You said we.
Yes, I did.
Were you part of the group that killed him?
No, I was his interrogator, however. Quite unfortunate that he didn't give, officially at least, any information up. But that's all in the past. What you should know is I have a book for you. And, however, any ideas on how I can supply it to you without my greater god knowing that I am actively betraying his trust, any ideas would be warranted. New blood often has new perspectives on the art of deception, and as well as a number of other things.
So, what is it? What exactly is he asking, Drew?
He's trying to figure out how to get the book to Adrien without tipping off Tareth.
Ah.
There is one alternative. One way to get the information would be I pretend to change sides, but I'm not sure that would probably be too suspicious.
Oh no, that wouldn't work. The Alliance would kill you.
Probably.
Yes, the marked in the Alliance would be very unhappy, and they would never allow any of the uncorrupted to serve my greater god. Are some things clicking in your head? You're just standing there. Are you figuring some things out? Are you realizing that there is some very dangerous people pulling strings behind this? He seems to get angry for a moment, almost like his face scrunches. He loses control for a moment behind this never-ending war.
Why did you not deliver it in the same way you gave us Demiplane?
I could, but I would need to physically be there, and right now I can't quite leave. Fortunately, his greatness is currently busy with a number of other things. He is directing a number of his minions, including one that you might be aware of, the White Ancient Dragon, currently invading a number of regions. A lot of things are going on, but nothing truly new. Which, of course, brings me on to my second topic. Not only do I have news to bring, but I also am here to inquire, what is your progress?
Progress towards
finding what Mareth left in the Divine Forge.
He was our best, or what's his name? Maxwell was our best.
Remember, Adrien is the only one there.
Oh, no, never mind. Yeah.
That's the problem. My uncle, being a professor of history, I asked him what he knew. He only seems to have gotten him killed. However, he did discover the book.
You don't need to know anything about. You don't need to know any more about the Divine Forge. Just that Mareth left something there. Collect it.
Yes.
And bring it to me.
Because he already told us where to find it.
Yes. He told you. If you need a recap, it's a little complicated, but effectively, he gave you the spell scroll Demiplane because the Divine Forge is inside of a Demiplane. In order to go to a specific Demiplane, you need to have knowledge of what it looks like. And he stated that the best way to do that is to extract it directly from a corrupted. And he said that any corrupted would work. Aldred said that any corrupted would work.
Wait, hold on a second. Out of game. We know what it looks like.
We know what it looks like? I'm lost.
We know what that Demiplane looks like. We've seen the Divine Forge.
Eldred does not know that.
Huh?
Wait, let me double check with the spell. Each time you cast a spell, you can create a new demiplane or connect the shadowy door to a demiplane. Additionally, if you know the nature and content of a demiplane created by the casting of the spell by another creature, you can connect the shadowy door to that demiplane instead. So, yeah. But Eldred certainly does not know that, judging by what he has stated multiple times.
Can you give me a refresher on how we know what the demiplane is?
There was a vision that the Clear Lake showed us. I think it was the Clear Lake, at least, right?
Yes.
The Clear Lake showed us this vision of, I think, some armies fighting, and then we were in the Divine Forge, and that was where Adrien found that successor thing hidden in the pile of ore. And basically he was told, which none of you know this part at least, this was somehow connected to his purpose. But I don't remember as if he told you specifically about the successor part.
I don't think he did.
He might have, but...
Yes, find it, and he's in the middle of saying, find it and bring it to me. Whatever Mareth left there will no doubt have the power to finally free me. Sever my soul from the connection it has to Tareth. And with that, I shall switch sides. I think I will like it more on your side of the battlefield. But that's just intuition. Perhaps the grass really is greener on the other side. Either way, I'm sick of being I'm sick of being His Greatness's puppet. And this conflict never ends.
Continue searching.
Do you understand? I'm not getting any younger here.
Neither am
We
I.
understand.
No, you're not there.
I keep forgetting, sorry.
Because usually we are all there for these things, but yeah. Continue searching for knowledge on how to access the demiplane in which it is located.
If you're still searching for that knowledge, and you're in Westwood last time I was made aware, then you should go northeast. There is the fortress across the river. It is currently being besieged by the white dragons. I always get them confused for some reason. The white dragons, the ancient white dragons' forces. There you will find any number of corrupted. They are, of course, none of them are generals or commanders of our armies, but they will still have the knowledge that you seek. Is that what you need? Are you good now?
One more thing. Who killed Maxwell?
What about Maxwell?
That would be my companion, Vilveth.
How's that spelled?
Vilveth. He is another general of his Greatness's army.
It was. Can you repeat the spelling again? I didn't have my notes open.
Vilveth. Vilveth.
Very well.
You might
all I need for now. What?
He is going to say you might recognize him by his deeds in the Great War. He was Tereth's greatest assassin, after all. Now then. Oh, if I do give you this book, and with a flick of emotion appearing in his hand is is a book with the title Divine Theory, a study of the world, the gods, and the outer planes. You will read things that you will not like. Just a fair warning.
Yacker.
I'm not even sure if I should give you this book at all. It's a bit dangerous, but more so for me.
I suspect I already know some of what lies within.
True. But I believe there is a tale in this book that even you have not come across. How me and His Greatness killed Norrith, for example. But I suppose you will just have to wait. Good luck. I am counting on you, as much as I hate counting on any mortal, or god, or really anything. I'm surrounded by idiots. And with that, he snaps his fingers, and the dream ends. Make a Arcana check.
Yeah, I hope by this being part of a long rest, would I have my inspiration?
Yeah, you can use your inspiration if you wish.
Okay, I do have a habit of using that now. So that's just advantage then. 52.
You realize after a moment, there wasn't anything terribly complex. Unlike your marked visions that you get from gods and the like, all that Eldred was doing was casting Dream on you, which allows anybody to enter a person's dream as long as they're sleeping.
Could I use the same to contact him again?
You could, but it is a 5th tier spell.
So I'm not going to get access to it for a long time.
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, nope. But yeah, you guys all wake up. Adrien, you are, after the dream ends, you are sleeping for a while until you finally wake up after the long rest is complete.
Does he wake up before or after the rest of the group?
A little after. When you awaken, everybody else is already preparing for the day.
Bringer of sorrows. Could you actually hear what I said, or was I too quiet?
No, sorry. I could not.
Oh, Adrien just quietly said, Vilveth, bringer of sorrows, warmonger, assassin. And he starts packing up his bedroll.
All right. You guys are all packing up, though Adrien does still have bags under his eyes, like he didn't get too much sleep. You guys get the full effect of the long rest, however. So it's not like you haven't been prevented. There is a feature of Dream of which you can give somebody a nightmare and make them make a saving throw and reduce the effects of a long rest, but that was not used against you.
Do I have any idea why he would contact me specifically, or is it probably just because of the news about my uncle, or is it because Dream only works on one target?
The Dream only works on a single target.
Oh.
So it was possibly just his the fact that it was your uncle. I guess if you want to, you can make an insight check to try and piece together what's going on there.
An insight check wouldn't hurt. That's an 11. So probably what I already assumed.
I believe Celsi and some other people, I don't remember exactly who, but I believe some people told you about Eldred the Mad. Oh, Celsi knows some facts about him and about his participation in the Great War. Eldred the Mad was one of the powerful generals of Tareth, not by mistake, but by specific placement by Tareth, because Eldred the Mad is a schemer. He is very cunning, and he is willing to do basically anything to achieve his goals. And because of that, he is often able to fool or trick or make his enemies believe that he is doing one thing when he's really doing another. So there is never a point, at least according to the history, the ancient tomes that you have read, that vaguely go over the Great War, there is never a point where Eldred is doing something just randomly. So him contacting specifically you was more likely intentional, though you can't exactly think of any specific reason why he would do that.
What does he know? Adrien, what does he know? Adrien wonders. Adrien is going to cast Message on Kazi. We already know how to get to the Divine Forge.
Say what? Kazi message is back. How? When? Where? What?
That vision.
Which one? There's been a lot.
That the Clear Lake showed us. We were in the Divine Forge.
Okay. This is me, Jeremiah, being very confused. I thought the only vision that clearly showed all of us was of the mithril-plated dragon. Or am I missing something?
No, it's pulled us all into at least two, I think.
Were you gone for the one? Actually, was everybody else a part of that one, Adrien?
I do not remember.
We were all in that vision. However, Adrien did not tell them at least the last part that only he heard about that thing somehow being directly connected to his.
Right. Yeah. So effectively, you guys were shown a series of a strange place, an ancient palace long since fallen to decay. A devil that Eldred had described to you as the one who defends or is a guardian of this place, forever forced to search the Divine Forge and the palace for what Tareth wants him to look for. And amidst all of that, inside of the Divine Forge itself, it showed something beneath the ash, the great pile of ash left behind by the vast fires that roared here. So that is what you saw during that is effectively a summary of what you saw during that vision.
Okay. Question about the spell Demiplane. If we look at the wording, how long does this spell last?
Demiplane. This door can be opened and closed. It lasts for 1 hour. So the demiplane itself exists perpetually. However, the door between the material world and the demiplane only lasts for an hour.
We would have to be in and out in an hour, otherwise we're trapped there because none of us can cast 8th level spells yet.
The place that you were shown in the vision is far too long to traverse in an hour. Far too large.
So we second one.
So how are we supposed to get... Or does it go to anywhere? Where does the gate connect to specifically? Could we have it connect to that specific room we saw?
That's a good question. Let me double check the spell real quick. Yeah. Additionally, if you know the nature and contents of a demiplane created by casting of this spell by another creature, you can connect the shadowy door to that demiplane instead. No, wherever the demiplane was originally created from, the door would always return to the entrance of that demiplane. You can't determine, oh, I'd like to open a demiplane door to this specific room in a demiplane. It's always to the original entrance, which can be very dangerous. If it's somebody's personal demiplane, they can often have a vast array of traps or dangers placed at the entrance. This, however, appeared to be a long-abandoned palace.
Was it big enough or was it small enough that we could reach that room specifically if we didn't have to go searching?
No. You were shown vast halls, and including a point where the entire structure that you're inside was split in two, leaving a massive chasm just gaping across. So you would definitely be there for longer than an hour. So that is knowing how to escape would definitely be a danger. It is possible, if it is a established demiplane, that there is a permanent entrance and exit, but you weren't shown anything like that.
We would need to know more. Now the question would be, how do we get out once we get in?
Another scroll? Kazi said with drug?
Where do we get another one? And didn't Eldred give it to us to... Andrew, didn't Eldred give it to us to get to him? Or was it to get to the Divine Forge?
To get to the Divine Forge.
So either he has some way of reaching us, or he expects us to die.
Can't say either would shock me.
There isn't a whole lot we can do about it now. We do still have to deal with the rock. And its child.
It is true. It is morning now. Are you guys... I believe your plan was to approach the older one and push it
Yes.
instead?
Yes.
I believe that was the initial plan, if possible.
Alright, I'm going to use the same map for this effect. It takes about an hour, but you manage to make your way across the town through the sewers. There's not a lot of... It's not like the roads where they go straight. There's a lot of zigzagging and strange maneuvers that these sewers do, so it's less of a direct path, and that's why it takes so long. But finally, you emerge not too far away from the bell tower.
Okay.
I'm going to say... Oh. I'm just going to grab your group here and move them over here. But effectively... If one of you wants to scout it out, you can make a stealth check. You're nearby the bell tower, at least. You can't see it from the entrance here, which you emerge from this one's a much smaller entrance. It's only about 5 feet wide, and it's located... It looks like the cellar entrance of a building, but instead it leads down to the waterworks, where you emerged from.
Okay.
The town is deadly silent. Not a single bird or creature, and this is the Goldmark region, so you're used to, if you spend any time here, you would know it is teeming with life. But everything is silent.
Yeah. Can we get that rock airborne, you think? We have any spells that make loud noise?
It's a good question. Do you have any spells that make loud noises?
Nothing with 600 feet other than the Horn of Silent Alarm, because the Horn of Silent Alarm, only the target hears it, and it very much sounds from the ground.
Could I cast Thunder Wave, but modify it so it's heard from farther away? Because Thunder Wave is 300 feet.
Yeah, you can cast it. I would say you could upcast it, and that would allow it to be heard from further away. I think that would make sense.
But the problem with that is the sound still originates from where we're standing.
Then how about the rest of us hide inside buildings, and then Kazi stands out the opening and goes bang.
Is that going to be less suspicious than the horn?
We can do both.
Because the advantage of the horn was that only the one we targeted could hear it.
Oh wait, do we see the other rock?
The other rock? No. But you can search for it in a moment, but you would have to make a stealth check if you wanted to peek out from this alleyway that you guys are in.
You want to take a peek out, Kreth?
Sure.
Kreth, you have a climbing speed now, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So you're able to scale the side of the building with ease, and you make your way up to the top, and you peek over. Make a stealth check.
21.
21. Yeah, you are more than hidden. You only peek out with the top of your head, and you see far across the town. There is the younger rook that appears to be busy with something. It's swooping down at something across town, and you look to your right over to here, the bell tower, and standing on top of it, still looking around but not noticing you, is the older rook, the scarred one. You would see it as right here. It's on top of that building.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're on top of this building right here at the moment. What would you like to do?
Are we attacking it? Is that the plan, or are we still scouting?
The plan is to lure it down if we could, but...
Wait, how far away is it again?
It is...
How far away?
Over here, so that would be... Kreth could tell you that it's about 200 feet.
Hold on a minute. 200 feet away, I might be able to start hitting it with lightning.
If I had a specific invocation, I could shoot really far with Eldritch Blast, but...
Sorry, let me read this.
I realize that I have the game paused. You guys can move around your tokens if you wish. Take a look around. Though heading any closer to the rock, and there is a chance of it spotting you, you would have to make a stealth check.
Is there a storm right now, Andrew?
A storm?
Is it stormy?
It is not stormy at
like
the moment,
weather ball.
Though it is overcast.
Would that be enough to be considered a storm and help my call lightning spell?
Oh, is that? Wait, if you're outdoors in a storm, you can cast this spell. The spell gives you control over that storm instead of creating a new one. Under such condition, dispel damage increases by 1d10. Unfortunately, no. But to tell you
what,
what,
my,
in the purposes of fairness, in the purposes of fairness, I will roll on the weather table.
Okay.
So it does not look like a storm is approaching.
Okay. But is it cloudy at all?
I just realized I was doing it. There we go. Reveal. Yes, it is pretty cloudy. It's overcast.
Okay. So, if it's overcast, would that help with the height of the storm? Because it says the storm cloud appears at a point within range you can see above yourself. It takes shape of a cylinder that is 10 foot by 60 foot radius. So could I make it taller with that?
Yep.
I could? How much taller?
Call lightning. How high up is it normally? Does it say?
It's 10 foot.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. That's the size of the storm cloud. At any point, you can see under the cloud. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you can make that cloud appear anywhere within 120 feet of you. So you could make it high. You could make it high up if you wanted.
Okay, perfect. I think it's 160 feet, isn't it?
120 feet.
No, it's 120 feet. Okay. All right. So are we ready to do this, as you said?
I think so.
Can you highlight the rock again?
It is over here.
Okay. Do we have a sewer entrance near us?
This is the closest sewer entrance, and I will mark it off real quick. It is right here. It is less of a proper sewer entrance. It is more of a storm drain that you can fit through.
Is this spot over here still a sewer entrance where we were last time?
No, sorry. This is a different part of the city. I just didn't want to... I didn't want to have to make a whole new map.
Can Kazi see through this house that we're in? Or next to?
Yes, there are windows, though the door is on the other side of the building, but you can slip through a window if you wanted. Just one right here.
Kazi is going to slip through a window then.
All right. Yeah, you slip right through and into this building right here.
Kazi is going to sneak through the house until he can see the rock. And then he's going to cast...
I would say, actually, I'm going to make this a translucent. I didn't realize how much visibility it was going to reduce. I will just remove it. I'll just remove it for now. But anyway, yeah, as you can see up to this, you could just barely, if you maneuvered correctly, and you'd have to stick your head out a little bit, but you can see the big wing of the very north side of the bird over here.
Yeah.
But in order to, you would have to stick your head all the way out in order to cast any sort of spell on it in that general area. So that would be making you visible to the rook potentially. Where's everybody else moving to?
Yeah, what are you guys doing? You guys me inside the house for the fight?
I don't know, where should I go?
Are you inside the house or are you outside the house?
Inside.
How do you fight something that's outside inside?
Spells. I change line of sight.
How close can I get to it? If it's gonna fly at us.
You could stand up to here before you would have to make a stealth check to get any closer, because after that point you are within hearing and seeing range of the rock. Here's your horse. You're just riding a horse around. Nobody has any idea how you managed to fit it through the grate, the sewer grate. All right, Celsius is going to position herself. Let's see, where would she be best here? Oh yeah, she's going to follow Ruben actually. Adrien?
Where am I putting myself?
Yep, you can move around this map.
Where's my token?
Oh, right here.
Oh, can the tree fit in the house or no?
It would have to go through a doorway, and the only doorway is this on this side of the building. It's too large to fit through a window.
Okay, he's gonna. Can he see through the house, like through a window?
He can go over here. There's just an alleyway between these two buildings.
All right, he'll stand right there and stay out of the way for now.
All right, Herbert is staying there.
Okay.
Kreth, where are you going to?
Stand somewhere over here.
Hold on.
Oh, and the storm cloud is 120 feet up, Andrew.
Where's the rock again?
Over here on the patio, across the square.
Could someone point that out for me on the map?
Right here.
Okay, I see. Okay.
You spotted it in this position.
Kreth's gonna go on the roof, like back here. Where's Kreth? I'm gonna drag him.
All right, I can move you to him. I don't exactly have a good roof position, but I can put you if you want. In order to get onto the roof, I would say you'd have to make another stealth check because you are getting out into the open where the rook can potentially
Or can I shoot through a window at it?
You could, yeah. You can all these interiors. You can enter all of these buildings here.
All right.
Try to keep the fight in the
the closest Kazi went through this window. So you step through this window into this building. Unfortunately, it doesn't really have any good windows for peering out at where the rook would be.
Just go to the door. Joel, just go to the door, stick your body out, shoot it, and then step back in.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
All right.
In between each round of combat.
Okay, who is starting this off?
Kazi is. Unless you guys have anything bigger. A storm cloud is going to appear over the center of this square. And he is going to get hit by a lightning bolt. 23 damage of lightning. And he has to... He has to be a... What's it called?
A dexterity? Is it dexterity? Dexterity saving throw. All right, what is your spell save DC?
I think it's 17? No, it's 15.
That's going to be a 10. That will fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
I did. It's 23.
Ah, okay.
He takes half that. So, 11.
I don't know if this might be a bit much for a rook. Actually, no. I think this is... It is... Kreth, you lean out. You are seeing as Kazi, this huge cloud appears above the bell tower, and a lightning bolt shoots down and strikes the rock, and it immediately lets out a deafening cry. This falcon cry. Some of you even have to hold your hands over your ears as it is incredibly loud.
Kazi's gonna step back from the window a little.
I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative. I believe everybody. Oh, I will. No, I'm gonna end this combat, and I'm gonna start a new one. Actually, fun fact: I can just do this. I did not know I could just mass add units to an encounter.
Tough?
Oh no, I know these
Are they
guys.
too tough?
Whoops. Yeah, these guys. Okay, I will tell you, these guys are. I had these guys on the map just in case you guys tried to deal with the guild first. They are not. They are nowhere nearby. I will tell you as a GM. They are not here to ambush you.
I'm like, what? Yeah, I didn't even think about asking the guild. Too late.
We don't need them.
Yeah. Okay. So we have the Waken Tree. Everybody roll for initiative. So this is gonna
With
roll.
advantage.
You get advantage.
Yes, you have advantage because it did not notice you sneaking up, so it is surprised. Wow, that was with the advantage. It will have disadvantage. Okay, it still got it. What? What are these rolls?
Oh
Hang
my
on.
goodness.
Let me double. Let me see this.
Hey, 3!
Yeah, that was a +8. Youch. And the horse is just
And
gonna have the same
somehow-
initiative as Ruben. There we go. All right, it is shocked. How much damage was that again? 23.
Yeah.
It is not. You guys would be aware, thanks to Kreth, that it is not weak or immune to any damage types or resistant to any damage types. So it takes that full lightning damage, but there is a singeing. There is smoke rising from the top of its head where it was struck on the beak, and it looks angry as it looks around for you guys. It is going to see you, Kazi, peering out of the window. It is
Kazi
going
would have
to
stepped back as soon as he fired.
Okay. Yeah, it is going to still lift up into the sky, and it can fly quite far. So it is going to swoop. For the purposes of this, it's not making a direct attack against you, Kazi, so I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw. But it is swooping past the building.
20.
20, you manage to dive out of the way, or dodge backwards, as the rock's claws, talons, rip into the wall itself and actually tear away. This part of the wall is gone, and this part of the wall is gone, as it continues to fly, and it swoops down, and it begins going back up as it continues. But it has slashed across this part of the building. Chunks of debris, stone bricks, and wood that made up the wall of the house are now collapsing. That will be its turn, however. And yeah, thankfully you were not caught by its talons. Kazi, it is your turn.
Kazi is going to hold action and cast Wall of Force when it swoops down at the group next time. Like, right above their heads.
Okay.
So maximum damage.
Alright, you are waiting for that then. Kreth, it is your turn.
I'm gonna lean out the window, and I'm gonna mark it, and then I'm gonna shoot it.
Alright, you opening the door is a free action. You step outside, and it is up here. Oh, I will write. It is currently about 120 feet in the air. So it'd be about 150-ish feet away from you. It did a very, what's the name? It swooped down and then rose back up into the air.
Then I'm gonna make 2 attacks. 11 and 16.
11 and 16. The 11 will not hit. That crossbow bolt goes a little too low, flying underneath the creature. But the second one strikes true. Would you like to use push? And actually, it is not. It is a gargantuan monstrosity, and so it cannot be pushed by your crossbow, unfortunately. But it is marked. It is, yes, it is damaged by Kazi's spell.
Okay. So I'm re-rolling. Okay, cool. So that's 7 plus 12. That's 12. That sucks. All right, 13 damage.
13 damage. Yep, the second crossbow, it strikes and it sticks into the soft underbelly of this creature. But It looks like it just acquired like a wood sliver. It is not particularly harmed by that attack, unfortunately. But you did do damage. This thing is huge.
When are we going to use the arrows of what was it, monstrosity killing?
Yeah, Kreth, you do have 2 arrows of monstrosity slaying.
Oh.
I forgot about
Why
them
don't
as
I
well.
use those then? Yeah, I would
you
totally just use those.
I would say you can use them next turn, but you would have to say that you're using the arrow before you make the attack.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. I totally forgot I had those.
All right, you do have some movement left, so if you'd like to move somewhere else, you are currently exposed.
Moving back into the window.
Okay, you can move your character wherever you'd like to place him. You've only moved 5 feet, so you still have 35 feet of movement left.
Where am I again? I can't find him. There I am. Meow.
Oh, can you not fit through the door? Oh my goodness.
I can't.
I will move you. Don't worry. Okay, I will move you through it. It's a little. There you go. So you have 30 feet of movement left as you move back through the door. As I stated before, this part of the house is now destroyed by the rock, but the other walls are still intact. All right. Would you like to end your turn right there?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
It is the jackal's turn. Kazi, what would you like your jackal to do?
Where is the jackal? Okay then. Oh, there it is. Kazi is going to have the jackal stealth.
All right, make a stealth check. All right, it takes cover amidst the housing. Currently, it is not within sight of the rook, so the rook can't spot it. Though I will warn you, this is a bird of prey, so it is quite adept at spotting things that are trying to hide.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Herbert's turn. What is Herbert doing?
Herbert
is currently exposed.
Yeah. 5, 10 foot, 20 foot to the wall. No, he's trying to go here. Then he's gonna run into the building. However, he is gonna hold his action and smash the bird with his great axe as soon as it's within range.
Okay, is he going? Oh, that's as far as he's going?
Yeah, that's as far he can go. He's only got 20 foot range.
Okay.
Walking speed.
So he's holding his action to do.
Yes. If the bird dives and lands on the ground near him, he's gonna smash it with his axe. If the bird doesn't, he'll just fire off. Can I do that? How much freedom do I have on holding actions?
I would say you can decide one condition. So if the bird swoops down within melee range, Herbert's going to make an attack with the axe.
Yep. Yeah. He's going to try to smash a leg, but he's not sure if he'll be able to.
All right. It is Ruben's turn.
All right. So I can't really hit anything, can I?
At the moment, no. The rook, you can hear it smashing through the building on the other side of the building that you are next to. So, to the north of you.
Can I ride around the building and attack it?
Yes. So, you are riding on a horse, so your movement speed is currently 60 feet. You just have to you have to go around the wall. It's going to prevent your token from moving if that's... Oh, you would have to... Actually, yeah, you could go underneath this tent here. It's open.
See how far I can make it from my 60 feet? I can make it to there.
All right, you ride. You can choose to dash if you wish. Otherwise, you can choose to hold your action or cast a spell of some kind.
Can I cast Hunter's Mark on it?
You have Hunter's Mark?
Yeah.
You can, but only if you can see it.
Can I see it?
No. Actually, I can double check the spell here. Hunter's Mark. You mark one creature you can see within range. So unfortunately, it is around the corner here, though it is way up here. So you are just out of view. If you want to dash, you can get closer to it, and Hunter's Mark is only a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Divine Favor.
All right, you're casting Divine Favor. Immediately, your weapon begins to glow with a radiant light. Well, is that all you're doing?
I don't know if I want to get in melee range of it, because then if it sees me...
Fair. Adrien, it is your turn.
Can I hold my action if it comes by me?
Yes, you can. Divine Favor was a bonus action? Yeah. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can say if the creature comes within melee range, or you can be like, if the creature gets close enough, I'm gonna hurl one of my javelins at it. Do you still have javelins?
Where is it currently? Is it way up?
It's to the northwest of you, on the other side of the building. You heard it smash apart one of the walls, or you heard it smash something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for it to come in melee range.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. What was this radius thing for, or is that
That's call
Kazi's
lightning.
thundercloud? Call lightning. This is about all the further I can. Okay, on the other side of the building. Which building? Or...
This building.
Okay, and I wouldn't be able to go back through the house.
You can climb through the
Okay,
window
why
right
did-
here.
Why did some of us start on the other side of the house?
Because Kazi and Kreth wanted an angle on it as it was sitting on the bell tower.
But it seems to have dove down on them.
It's let's see here. If you can see my angle, it went like this. So it dove down, scraped against the walls here, trying to catch Kazi, but it failed to, and then swooped back up.
So it's currently in the air,
Yes.
but we cannot see it because of the height of the buildings.
Yes. The buildings here are 2-ish, like 1.5-ish stories tall. So because of how close you're standing to the building, you can't quite see it.
I think it's worth teleporting on top of the building.
You can if you wish. It would expose you to the rock though, because it could directly see you if you got on the roof.
Actually, if I moved like somewhere about here, would I be able to see through the house?
Where exactly?
About here.
Probably.
So how far is that actually from where I was standing?
You were standing about here, so it'd be 70 feet.
No, that's not 70 feet. Is it?
Yeah. This map is pretty
this
large.
map is incredibly.
This map is very large,
But
because I had to make it that way because the rook is incredibly fast.
No, that big circle is 120-foot diameter.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm in.
So which way are you going?
Probably just gonna run. I'm gonna try and run through the. Through the house is probably shorter. Yeah, I'm gonna try and run through the house.
All right. Yeah, I will pass you through here. Yep, Kreth and Kazi here. And the entire wall right here has been ripped out.
And could I use my action to dash? No, I wouldn't be able to use. Can't even use my action to dash from here. But no, that was only 20 feet from where I'm standing, so I could get all the way to. No, I wouldn't even be able to get all the way to the wall. I don't even see anything from here, do I? Because I think that's all the further I can make it, even if I dash.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is all you can't see anything. You do barely see Herbert through the open doorway, though. Yeah, Celsi is going to do the same. She only has a bonus action left.
And you can't hold the bonus action, can you?
Huh?
You can't hold the bonus action, can you?
No, you cannot. So she is going to cast Shield of Faith on Kreth. Actually, can this be upcasted? No. Okay. Kreth, you are now shielded by a Shield of Faith. And that will end her turn. It is the Ruck's turn. The Ruck is swooping back down. Unfortunately for Herbert, it has found a target and is going to swoop down. Kazi, you are going to unleash a wall of force. So, what is the range on that?
The range of what?
Yeah, where are you placing the wall of force?
Oh, just above Herbert, just in front of Herbert. So it's gonna slam into the wall, and then Herbert's gonna whack it.
All right, can you put the spell in the chat, please?
Yeah.
You're using the cube of force.
Yes.
It do be forcing those deck saves, though.
And unfortunately, this is a really dexterous thingy.
Actually, would crashing into wall of force be a deck save?
Not really when it's instant appear in front of it. It doesn't really have time to react.
What is the range on that? 120 feet? Also, yeah, you go ahead and place the templates.
I don't think it gave me one, or at least it disappeared. Either way, it's right in front of the thingy. Right above his head. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. So it is invisible wall, so it is going to slam right down. It doesn't get as much of an insane swoop as the younger rock that you caught with the same trick. So it is not going to take nearly as much damage, but it is still going to take... That's 120 feet. It is not necessarily fall damage because it's going at an angle.
Yeah.
How much did the original rock... The younger rock took like 10d6 damage.
I think so, maybe.
This is only going to be, I would say, 66. It's going to take 17 damage. It seems to be almost ready for the trick, though it still falls for it ultimately. So it pulls up at the last second, but it still slams into the side of the force wall, and it lets out just a screech. And it is going to... It can't reach Herbert, so it is going to instead, once again, fly back. It's going to use its... it's going to action dash and fly back into the sky.
Herbert can still hit it.
Unfortunately...
Because I said it over Herbert's head.
Oh, over Herbert's head? Unfortunately, the force wall is between the rook and...
Darn it. Okay.
So it flies back up. That will end its turn. Kazi, it is back to you. We're gonna finish this round and then in the session today. In the session there.
Where's the bird currently?
You can't see it from your token, from your angle. Oh, it is directly above this spot, 120 feet in the air.
Oh, so it is right there, just 120 feet up.
Yep.
Can I move my thingy, my storm cloud?
Oh, this is unfortunate for you, but Wall of Force and Call Lightning, I believe, are both concentration spells.
No, Wall of Force is not concentration.
It says concentration right here. Under
It's concentration.
Oh, darn it, it is. Oh, I guess I lose my...
I'm gonna double check that real quick. Yes, concentration up to 10 minutes. So your Call Lightning, unfortunately, closes. The storm evaporates very quickly, dissipating into the air. What are you doing, Kazi? You're currently concentrating on the Wall of Force. It has prevented Herbert from being sliced open by massive talons.
It's how many feet up?
120.
Oh, 120. I can hit it with a fireball. Perfect. Kazi is gonna nuke it with a fireball.
Fireball.
On its head.
Yep, it has 150 feet. So yeah, it would be directly in range. It is going to make a dex saving throw against your spell save DC. That is going to be a 22. Will that succeed?
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay, it is going to take half damage. So go ahead and roll 27. So it's going to take 13. It manages to dodge, very swift in the air. It manages to fly away from the main brunt of the fiery explosion. But it does still take some damage. Anything you're doing with your movement or your bonus action?
Kazi's gonna hide.
Fair. Kreth, it is your turn. I'm
Okay.
gonna make this doorway larger so you can fit through it if you want to walk through it. There we go.
Kreth's gonna... Okay, what can I do? What spells do I have? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start my first turn by attacking twice, and I'm gonna use...
Okay.
I'm just gonna use one of the arrows, the special arrows, on this turn.
Oh, okay. All right, you would have to
But
step
if
out
I make
of...
2 attacks, do I get to pick which one the arrow works for?
Unfortunately, no.
Alright, what's the point then? Both these attacks will just be the arrow then.
Okay, wait. Actually, this is something I believe Celsi can actually assist you with. Now, it's within 30 feet. If you're within 30 feet of Celsi, she can give you a plus 10 to any of your attack rolls.
Oh.
But that would be... You would have to be... you could stand in the doorway, and she could still assist you.
Okay, let me do that then.
Okay. All right, make an attack. Yeah, you stand out a shimmering invisible wall, but high above it is the
So is that a
huge
32
form
and
of
a
the
34?
Only she can choose to give you a bonus, and it's with her reaction, so she can only do it once.
Okay.
You're using it with the first one, though, I'm assuming?
Both of them.
Yeah, the 22 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And then also, actually, or is it... Let me double check the arrow of monstrosity. That will use up the arrow of slaying. This ammunition, the creature must take an...
Ooh, I'm definitely rolling that d10.
Okay, it rolls extra. It adds to the damage that you already do. So go ahead and roll your normal damage, and then also roll a
So the
6.
first attack...
Okay.
Okay, there's going to be some math. The first attack does 20 damage without... Yeah.
Roll 6d10.
What?
That's how much it's an arrow of slaying.
48. So that's 68 total with one attack.
Wait, you rolled 10 3 times.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You load up the arrow into your crossbow. I'd say it's magical, so like it automatically resizes itself to fit perfectly into your large, comically oversized crossbow. You unleash it. It flies through the air, hurling straight towards the rock. Unlike your first arrow that maybe was like a toothpick being plunged into a giant, this one, as it hits, it still looks like a toothpick, but you watch as it impacts the rook. That is going to be 20 damage that you normally do, and then it failed in its con save, so it's going to take 48 damage.
Oh my goodness.
The impact is already leaving it looking bloodied.
By the way, that was my first attack of my first turn.
Yes, that will use one of your arrows of slaying, however. And your second attack? Are you using an arrow on your second attack?
Yeah, I was just going to use it on both of the arrows on both these attacks.
That'll be 24. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And it is going to make another con save.
Another one, so I'm going to re-roll that one again. So that's
this time it will succeed. So roll 6d10.
1 sec, I got to do this one, and then I got to do this one, so that's 11. So that's another... Wait, is that... That's 4 plus 8... Okay, that's 19 base damage. And then 6d10 again is 41.
Okay. Yeah, it is going to take
half then if you
it is
succeed?
going to take half that and take only 20 damage. But yeah, it
Then
did
it
succeed
takes
on its saving throw.
39 total that turn.
Yeah, it is a lot. It is looking rough. It is Herbert's turn.
That was my first action.
Kreth, what are you going to do with your bonus action and movement? And that is your...
Because with my bonus action,
that was both of the arrows.
I'm going to use an ensnaring strike.
All right, can you put that in the chat, please? You already did hit.
This.
So...
Yeah, because it has to go with a hit, so I'm going to cast that.
It is going to make a DC 15 strength saving throw. It is going to actually fail.
Yes!
So along with the massive impact that you did, like roots begin to wrap around growing from the arrow that impacted it, wrap around it and begin restraining it. It is unable to fly, and it actually begins to plunge towards the earth, though it won't hit the earth on this turn. It is currently restrained.
Yeah, and
While restrained, the target
How
takes
high up
1d6.
is it?
beginning of all the turns.
Okay.
Andrew, how high up is it?
It's 120 feet.
Oh, so it's still way up there.
Yep.
But it's falling.
Yes, it is currently falling. Will that end your turn, Kreth? Or would you like to move?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I am moving back in, too.
Okay. Kreth, at the end of your turn, the rock, the old one, your nemesis that had killed a number of your friends quite a few years ago, it almost looks into your eyes, the strange eyes of a massive bird, and there's something intelligent there. And it almost seems genuinely afraid of you as it begins to plumage, and it opens its beak and lets out a sharp cry. This one is very different from the more angry or savage cries. This time it is letting out a cry for help. It is now the jackal's turn.
Jackal's just gonna hide. Can't do much.
All right, it is Herbert's turn.
Herbert is going to pull out of his wand of magic missiles.
All right.
And how many charges? He's going to spend 3 charges.
Okay, how many darts is that for 3 charges? Oh, 3 darts?
No, roll. There's 5 darts total.
Okay.
So 5 darts at 5 damage.
And the range on magic missiles is 120 feet, so it's just within range.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is going to take 25 force damage as the things slam into it as it begins to fall. You are pummeling this creature.
Then Herbert is going to go inside.
Yeah, Herbert is going to walk past you, Kreth, as it makes its way into the house. Ruben, it is now your turn.
All right. Now, where's Mr. Rook at? Can I hit him?
It is nowhere near you at the moment. It is way over here. I'm going to say it has fallen at some point a little bit, so it is now 90 feet up in the air at the moment. Yep, you move around the corner and see the rock is 90 feet up in the air, so it's well above the house. But you can at least see it now.
Yeah, I can't really attack because I don't have anything that can go 90 feet.
Unfortunate.
Unless I can use my bow. I don't remember if I have that anymore.
It does not appear that you have your bow.
I have a short bow.
Oh, yeah. That you are within range to hit it with a short bow. However, it will be with disadvantage as it is beyond its normal range of the weapon.
How much range does Vow of Enmity have? Oh, that's only within 30 feet. Never mind. So, I can roll with disadvantage?
Yes, you can. Ooh, out of range. Yeah, you fire your arrow, and it doesn't go anywhere near the rook. Though, to be fair, it is very difficult to shoot at. It is currently falling through the air, wrapped in vines at the moment.
I seriously rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Youch. Yeah, is there anything else you'd like to do, Ruben? You do have 2 attacks, if I remember correctly. Because of, yeah, you have extra attack.
Yeah, that means I can fire again.
Yep.
Try this again. Better roll. That's a 13.
Let me see here. Unfortunately, a 13, it will... Yeah, your arrow almost gets to it, but some of the feathers of this creature are surprisingly hard, and it just gets deflected as the creature is spinning through the air. That will not hit. And unfortunately, you are outside of Celsie's range, so she cannot give you a +10 to your attack.
Oh, could I have Roden closer?
Yes, you can. You could have. You still have your movement.
Can I go inside the building then?
Yes, the wall is ripped out right here. So this entire wall is gone.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna pop inside the building.
Okay, you ride your horse in through the destroyed wall. Adrien.
Oh, Hunter's Mark has a range of 90 feet, so can I use Hunter's Mark on it?
Yes, you can. It is marked by both Kreth and Ruben now.
Is it looking bloody yet or no?
It is bloodied, yes.
Yes.
Adrien, it is your turn.
Alright. Can Adrian even see it out the window?
At the moment, no, you can't see it. Though there is a wall that you can just... There is a destroyed wall that you can just look out of. From this angle, you can barely... From this spot, you can barely see it.
From here?
Yeah, from here, you can barely see it.
Do I roll with disadvantage at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say this guy doesn't have any cover. This thing is so massive that it would be hard for it to have cover besides hiding behind an entire house.
I'm just gonna cast Eldritch Blast, because I don't know if I'm gonna need my spell slots later. 17, 12, 16, and critical hit.
The 12 will not hit, but the other 3 will hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
So that is somehow only 6. 6, 8, and 10.
And 10. Yeah, you continue blasting into it.
Those were all pretty low.
Yeah, so yeah, you begin blasting into it, but you're just clipping it more than getting any direct hits. So that last one was a pretty solid strike. It is looking very rough and still falling. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's my bonus action and my action, so I'm gonna step back. I can probably step back like that far, but I'm gonna step back from the window again.
All right. Celsi is a little late, but she is going to step up and she's going to cast. I guess this would be ending. No, wait. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, wait, the Crusader's Mantle is not... Oh, it is Concentration. Yeah, so this will be ending the... this is pretty useful. Oh. So she's casting Crusader's Mantle, so everybody will get 1d4 extra radiant damage if they are attacking with a weapon or an unarmed strike. So this will affect everybody within this range.
Oh.
And, yeah, nobody is injured yet, I believe, so she is going to... that is going to end her turn. However, at the beginning of the round, right before we end the session here, you guys hear the cry of a rook again, but this time it is not coming from any creature nearby, and definitely not the creature tumbling to its to strike upon the pave stones. A second, the younger rook flies, speeding like an arrow towards you guys, and it is going to enter the initiative. And it is going to fly to right here, and it is heading straight for you guys. And as the second rook enters the fight, that is where we are going to end today's session.